Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's Open the Vaults. We have two special guests this week. We have Kyle Grundy again. He's joining us from last week. He is live at Caledonian Uprising, and he's going to do a bit of a walk around for us and introduce everyone and see what kind of games are going on. And we've got Monday Night Mashup's very own Manny Chima.
What's up, people? Oh no! My broadside! An arm broke off my broadside! No!
So, as usual, Manny is assembling and painting his entire army the night before. And to be honest, I'm doing exactly the same. I've got 2 tank commanders and 30 guardsmen to paint. And I've got to base everything as well. Yeah.
I'm rubbing off on you, Dan. I'm rubbing off on you.
I know. I've never been this unorganised. It's bad. But I've been running around like an idiot today. So Kyle, you got there quite early, didn't you, today?
Yeah, I booked a long weekend off, so I got here about 3 o'clock. Met up with a few guys and just started drinking early and playing a game. Yeah.
That's awesome, mate. So you had a game earlier, yeah?
Oh God, should we talk about it?
Go on then. Go on. Give us a rundown.
I played Matt Robinson, Death Watch. Never gone against Death Watch before. Only heard rumours. Strange game. Very strange game. I let him go first. He had quite a lot of stuff in reserve, and we didn't fire a single shot until turn 3. So lesson learned. I lost 15-5, but he just played the mission. So, played the mission, withstood the shooting. There was a second unit on turn 3 with 1 shield guy left, 3 up ins on. He passed 15 saves. 15 saves.
Wow.
Yeah, lesson learned is if they're playing defensively, I should have pushed forward. But really interesting to see Death Watch him play, and it's kind of taught something in prep for the next 2 days.
I'm only guessing here. So with Death Watch, have you learned to play maybe a little more aggressive to take up a bit more table space for them deep striking in? Is that the lesson?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's because obviously they had the smashed captains, so I was a bit fearful of them going in. But actually, in reality, my drones don't need to be there for saving protocols. They're just there to screen the board. I should have pushed up and played more of the mission, secured 2 of those with only 15 fire warriors. You know, I needed to do that to secure 2 of those 4 objectives just to stop him from scoring each turn. Really interesting tactic, and it's really funny. Honestly, guys, turn 1 tomorrow, game 1, should I say, using that CP to stop the player scoring the Maelstrom is really funny. I got hold the line, and he went, "No, you're not scoring that." I was like, "Oh, you cheeky bugger!" So then next turn, he drew Blood and Guts. I went, "Nah, mate, you're not having that."
Okay, and that's 1 CP, is it?
1 CP, and you can deny the person that Maelstrom card, especially if you draw a bad hand, which I did. I got all the secure objectives in his table half, and then I got that 1 that I could score. He denied that, and vice versa. And next turn, I did the same to him, so it can really change the game. And then the next turn, I denied him supremacy. So using these to stop those Maelstrom points is really funny. And when you've only got 10 CPs that I did, and he had 18, I was finding myself using those CPs to just keep my head in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, you got 5 points out of that, so it's really good.
I only shield drone, 3 units of shield drones and a unit of fire warriors, so it's a bit of an odd game.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, but they're normally really good games, though. I like that. Right, okay, cool. So, being as you're there, and I've seen you've got yourself a beer, which is always top priority. That's good. So, if you could give us a walk round.
Yeah, sure. I'll just
let's see what games are going on.
So, bottom end here, we've got a couple of Age of Sigmar games. All right, guys? Yeah. A couple of Age of Sigmar guys at the bottom. Some card games.
Oh, yeah, cool.
What game are you playing, guys? Oh, Five. So, card game going over here.
Cool.
Say hello, Bernard. Some last minute painting in the corner. You're done now, yeah? Let's have a look. Let's go over to this game over here. Hi guys, just doing a bit of a live stream. Do you mind if I just ask you what you're playing?
Tyrannosnates versus Nurgle Demons and Death Guard.
Nice, how's it going? For who?
Oh, that's the Caledonian Deathwatch boys, isn't it?
Look at Innis's face. He looks so bored.
Cheer up, Innis, mate. It's not that bad.
Hey, Leo! Woo!
It's Glasshammer Team, Manny and Dan.
How do
Say
you, mate?
hello.
You alright?
Keep it PC.
You did not see that before you started filming.
Alright, my bad. As you are, gents, as you are. Yeah. Looks an interesting game.
Yeah, that's good, that. What were the armies playing, Kyle? What were the two armies playing there?
What are
Death
the...
Guard versus...
Death Guard versus... Tyrannus Knights.
Oh, nice. Because just a heads up, we can hear you, but we can't hear anyone else. The microphone is focused on you, so. Just...
Yeah, no. Tyrannus Knights versus Death Guard. What? Sorry.
Awesome.
Dan, let's go over to your first opponent tomorrow.
Oh,
let's go to Martin. 1 minute. Martin, say hello.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah, he's getting some much needed practice in his Martin. He's gonna need it.
What we playing? What we got against Space
I'm playing
Fearless?
against Tom, and Tom's got Space Wolves and a Valiant.
Okay, so Tom's rocking Space Wolves and a Valiant versus
interesting.
Martin's Blood Angels.
See now the terrain there looks good. There's some nice
Terrain's
line of sight. Yeah, nice line of sight blocking on there. That looks good.
Yeah, just to break away from this game, yeah, the terrain's pretty much set up quite evenly. You've got a lot of line of sight blocking terrain.
Yeah.
Some intense terrain going on the top tables. Let's have a look at table 1.
Oh,
So you got
wow.
table
Oh
here.
yeah, look at that. That looks sick.
Hey, it's a good job. It's a good job I bought all the SMS.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to help you there. And then you've got this, table 2.
Ah, yeah, lava board. I like it. That's the one thing I really like about Element. The events that they run there, they were one of the first events to have all fat mats on every table. They invested in that early, and it makes such a big difference. And it's exactly why we've done exactly the same, because it's just so much nicer to roll on.
I've got a table for you, Manny. Try and get on table 3. This is what I'm about to show you.
Wow, look at that.
That is Baron, my friend. The only line of sight blocking is in the table corners. Then you got
Jesus.
this monstrosity. I played on this versus Deathwatch. This is the table I played on. And then there's just this.
Oh, Manny, yeah, you just fill that tower with broadsides.
In fact, I should say that. I remember having a game against Manny back in the day when that piece of terrain that I've just shown you had literally 6 broadsides on. Do you remember that, Manny?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Good times.
Do you know that piece of terrain, Manny? I don't know if you remember. Me and you got drawn against each other there, and I was playing my Gladius, and you were playing your Wolfstar, and you filled that tower with wolves. There were wolves sat on the top of that tower.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So, Rob's just asked what happened to the line of sight blocking terrain. So, Elements, they had a lot of terrain from, kind of old school terrain. So rather than buy a whole lot, they've adopted the ITC rule where bottom levels are line of sight blocking. So, if you're seeing, all these kind of windows and stuff like that look barren, don't forget all of those would be blocked off for the tournament tomorrow.
Windows don't matter.
Yeah.
If you have a look, Dan, I'll just show some examples of that. So obviously you've got things like this.
Oh, and they've actually blocked them off, look. Yeah, that's good.
You've got like this as well. So
Yeah.
you've got
Okay,
plenty
yeah.
of that around.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Cool. So, any more interesting games going on there, Kyle?
Let's go and have a little wander. Hey guys, do you mind if I just quickly jump in and ask you what you're playing against?
Salamanders and a bit of Imperial Fists.
So Imperial Fist Salamanders versus
Oh,
Nurgle Demon.
oh, that looks a good
And
game.
what turn are you guys on? Oh, setting up. All right, okay. So setting up. My
So, do you know the? Do you mind? Could you get the gent on the camera next to you so we could hear him? The guy who's playing the Iron Hands. Sorry, the Imperial Fists.
Iron Hands, Dan, you don't even know what the hell's going on.
Sorry, yeah. I know it's the yellow guys.
Oh God, yeah. So I've got about 1,500 points. 2 tactical squads. Vulcan Heston as Warlord with Terminator in Librarian in Terminator armor. The Fire Drakes, but in this they'll just be just cataphractic assault squad. Just 5 at the moment. 3 Centurion heavy weapons. Memorable Dreadnought and a Land Raider as well.
All right, cool.
So, is he using any of the Vigilus formations for the Imperial Fists? I'm just wondering if he's using that and if he's having any luck with it.
Not yet. No. You are planning to, I
Yeah,
presume.
we've just got the books, but we're literally just getting back into this.
Just getting back into the hobby, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I just wondered if he'd had, if he'd been playing with Vigilus at all.
Not yet. Planning to, I presume. Definitely planning to, yeah.
Yeah. Because there is some really good stratagems and stuff for Imperial Fists in there, especially if he's using Centurions. Because there is a strat where I think on the wound roll of a 6 you do a mortal wound for the Imperial Fists, and if you have all the heavy bolters and the hurricane bolters on the Centurions, they just shoot something and just put out bucket loads of mortal wounds. It could be really good. So I was wondering if he was using that. That was all.
Yeah. Cool. Cheers, gents. Enjoy your game.
All right. Awesome.
I think that's pretty much it at the moment. Because I mean, there's a few games of Age of Sigmar, a couple of friendly games of 40k. I think everyone's just chugging down some food and booze at the moment, and some last minute.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. No, that's great, mate. Thank you for walking us around there. Really appreciate it. It looks good, and that's the one great thing about Cali is because it's so popular. People travel from all over the country for it. So, all over the world. There are Europeans there, I believe. So, the Friday night gaming is really good.
And just one thing about line of sight blocking terrain. I've just stumbled on this board.
Oh no!
I love that book.
The legendary castle board.
The castle board, man. If you love line of sight blocking, this is the table.
That is great. Look at that. Oh man, I tell you what, mate. My army with 3 tank commanders and an Imperial Knight. I wouldn't be able to do anything on that board.
I tell you what, at 2 different Callies, I believe in round 2 and round 4, I had Tau with my Wolf Star, and I got that board, and I hid my entire Wolf Star behind a wall in both games, and I went second both games. But I won because I had the wall.
The legendary castle board.
Hey, look at this though. It's a good board as well.
Oh, that looks great.
Wow, that looks ace. Oh, I like that big train in the middle.
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome.
I like that. Oh, cool, man. Cool. That's great. So, yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, Manny, have a look at this, mate. While I've got you, look what arrived today. Look, it's a nice. Oh yeah, you can't see my video, can you? It's a nice brand new shiny chess clock for you to use, which you will be using all weekend, won't you, Manny?
Yeah, bro. Of course I will.
So, guys, just to let you know, just to kind of fill you in on what we're doing, at the St George's Champion, which is happening at the end of April, tickets are available now. We are enforcing chess clocks on the top 10 tables. Because we know that timing is an issue in competitive 40k at the moment. So we're enforcing these on the top 10 tables. We'll buy as many as we possibly can in case anyone else wants to. In case anyone else wants to use them as well. But there are lots of apps and stuff like that that's going around. So if you're coming to St George's Champion, and you're coming and you're bringing a damn good army and you're planning on being on those top tables, make sure you practice, guys. I think I ordered this for like 12 quid off Amazon. They're nothing. Oh, Tim! Oh, Kyle, go landscape again, mate.
Yeah, Tim, how you doing, Tim?
Tim, for anyone who doesn't know, Tim is the tournament organizer.
I don't know why Manny spends so much time painting. He's not going to get the painting points anyway.
Hey, it's the same army as last time that got 4 points. I'm just trying to match with it.
4 points.
4 points? Come on.
Yeah, Tim.
What markings and everything?
Tim, what counts as a coherent scheme, by the way? Just so I know.
Basically, Tim, Dan's botched his army together this time. Dan's botched his army together.
Is that still in the rules pack, Dan?
It is. It says it's 5 points for a cohesive theme.
Yeah. So when I look at your army, I go, that looks shit, Dan, and give you penalties. No.
Oh, no. Tim, I'm going to be up till like 2 in the morning painting this. You've got to give me painting points, man.
Coherency, it's like, if you look at it, it looks like it all belongs to one army. So it was when people would, like, last minute, would like be borrowing random hydras, like the leaf rollers.
Oh, okay. So, alright, that's fine. So I haven't got to paint my Imperial Knights like my Dark Talons, then?
No.
I haven't got to put flames all over my Dark Talons.
I would always judge the separate detachments individually as well. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect your Imperial Guard to look like your Dark Angels.
Oh, good. See, that's why we love you, Tim. You're very firm but fair.
Shut up, Dan. You're still going to get 2 points.
Manny, shut up. I'm trying to suck up to him here. I need those painting points. Tim, you're also looking very handsome, mate. You look very handsome tonight.
I look very handsome.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Now, I like your attempts at buttering me up, but the Dutch just bought me a bottle of rum. So that's what the bar has been set.
Oh, wow. God, the Dutch, man. They know exactly what to do, don't they? That's why they always do so well.
Yeah.
Goddamn Europeans. Hashtag Brexit.
Just turned up, so I'm going to have to drink with him, so I'll see you in a bit.
Alright, see you later, Tim.
Bye,
Cheers, man.
Tim.
See you tomorrow. Cool. Alright, so, awesome. Right then. So, guys, as we've said, me and Manny have got so much painting to do. It is unreal. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that kind of walk around. Hopefully, if you've not been to an Element tournament before, you kind of got a bit of a feel for what it's like there and just how good it is. So, yeah, they run loads of events in the year. So, yeah, make sure you get in there and buy your ticket to the future events. But that's awesome. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go and start painting now, speed painting as it were, and down a few more beers. Kyle, thank you.
Dan, have you not found a funky army, Dan? Have you not found a funky army?
A funky army?
A funky army?
What do you mean?
Okay, I found a funky army. I think Ben Wolstenholme's army is proper funky.
Oh, I see. Sorry, you've been through the rules pack. Oh, okay. Go on then.
That's what you're supposed to do, Dan.
Oh, I knew we had a plan. Kyle,
Oh,
have you been through the list document and found a funky army?
No.
Oh, no. See, so, Manny, you're the odd one out here.
I mean, to be fair, I've had a look at a few and thought, oh, I don't want to go against that. I mean, I think Malik's list is strong. I mean, he proved like his list at the Glasshammer gaming event. I think it's one of the ones as well. I think there's a lot of Talos. There's a lot of just Eldar. There's a lot of Tau. But I kind of found that I was looking through the lists. I did feel like point click was happening, like copying other lists, and there's a lot of repetition. But it's really good to see. What makes me nervous is the armies that I've not gone against, such as Orcs and Deathwatch. So I think they're going to catch a lot of people out. And I think that's what I'm excited to see. When anything new jumps in, especially with chapter approved changes like Manny, you've gone full on broadsides.
Yeah,
People aren't going to have predicted that that's going to be on the board from a Tau. They're too used to Riptides, Commanders, and seeing a massive shift in the way that lists have changed, that's going to catch people out.
Yeah.
So I think that I'm excited to see. I'm excited to be caught out. Because when you start to see the same list, you don't really learn much. You just have to kind of learn your army to the best of your ability and learn what your opponent does. And when something new comes in, everyone's at level playing again. That's what I'm looking forward to.
That's true. I mean, do you know, I have to admit, I think you're exactly right in that a lot of people are going to get caught out, and me especially, because I think there's going to be loads of Vigilus there. The Vigilus detachments are going to be here, there, and everywhere, and they will catch people out. And so will Deathwatch. Deathwatch has really come out of nowhere, and it's they've got so many different little stratagems and all these little bits and pieces that like I said, I'm going to get caught out loads, and I know everyone else is. So I think it's going to be a bit of a learning experience for everyone this weekend.
Yeah, Xenos, watch out, because I was reading about one of the rules, which it doesn't apply to me, but Orcs, that Deathwatch stratagem for 2 CP, and for every model they kill in Overwatch, it minuses 1 inch on the charge per model that dies.
Yeah, that's mental, that is, isn't it?
And the Tower one to remove all marker lights, that's just funny, so I just put a marker light on everything.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, mate. But Manny, go on, mate. So you, I heard you say Ben Wolstenholme, who's a really great guy. Everyone knows him. So
yeah, I just think his list is just great. I think it's because it's orcs, so he's got the standard like the Gretchen shield with the looters, with a couple of characters, and that's his army. That's it. He's got because he's got a stomper. So where he's gone for like 5 units of 30 boys, he's gone for a stomper. So he's literally got a couple of Gretchen, the big 25-man looter blob, and a stomper with some weird boys.
How many points is a stomper?
920.
Oh wow, Jesus! So can those looters shoot out of the stomper?
I don't know.
There is one of the big orc vehicles where you can put guys in it, can't you? And then they can shoot out.
Nah, I think that's a squig off.
Oh, is that right? Okay. I don't know orcs very well, but I thought maybe that was his his tactic, is walk that up the middle of the field. And it's got like a little flap in the arse of it, hasn't it? Where the guys all run out. I don't know if that's the same one or not. I don't know, but I think that'd be quite cool. It's a good way of running looters, I suppose. It
looks funny. That army is going to be so fun to just use. So good, Ben, man. Good luck. I'm rooting for him, man.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. That's cool. That's great.
It's cool.
Sorted. But that's it from us, guys. Like I said, it's 8 o'clock. I've really got to get on paying. I've got so much to do. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And me and Manny will be giving you loads of updates over the weekend. I'll be taking loads of pictures, updating you guys on how we're both getting on. And I will be drinking heavily. there'll be loads of beers. There'll be loads of Nando's going around. So it's going to be good. Especially if the Dutch are there. Oh, it could get messy.
Oh, it's already snowing. It's already snowing, by the way.
It's already snowing.
It's snowing,
okay.
yeah.
Alright, okay. I'll add half an hour onto the journey for tomorrow then. Alright, awesome. But guys, thanks for your time tonight, and I'll see you both tomorrow. See you later.
See you tomorrow.
Guys. Bye.